Hello world, from our sacred space to yours.
Welcome to Conscious Conversations.
Today our topic is response able, taking action.
Oh, that was good.
A couple of weeks ago I actually attended a retreat and the facilitator posed the question, do you think you're responsible for the whole world?
That's a pretty loaded question.
I would say so.
Yeah.
I want to say yes because I want to save the world. I want to help. I want to do so much. And then I'm like, well, what am I really doing? Am I really responsible? And that's sort of the context behind where our topic came from today, because what I found, or what insight was brought to the forefront for me, was that we are response able. Having responsibility means the ability to respond in any given situation. Sometimes you're unable to respond. There might be a catastrophe overseas. So many traumatizing things going on in the world right now. Things that are just heart-crunching and just kind of make you want to cry and throw your hands up. And it's in those moments where you have to really dig deep and really locate that place of response.
Yes.
Where can I respond? How can I respond? What can I do in any given situation? And the spectrum kind of goes, it's really broad. It can be, finding garbage in your neighborhood to aiding a catastrophe in the developing world. So what we're talking about here is how we can empower you to really take action and be responsible for your world, for the people around you, and what you can do today to make
a difference.
Yeah.
Or a change in the world.
Absolutely.
One of my favorite quotes is by the Dalai Lama, and he said, if you think you're too small to make a difference, you should try sleeping with a mosquito. And we all know that sleeping with a mosquito is impossible, even though they're so small, but they make a big difference on our night's sleep, right?
Oh, yes.
But, that means that we are not too little to make a difference in the world, too, even if it's just a small step. So, yeah, like you said, if you're seeing garbage on the ground, and I like that example that you told me this week that you had with your mom, where you guys went out.
Yeah.
And you saw garbage all around, and you were saying that, maybe a garbage man is gonna pick it up, and then you said, no, let's just do it ourselves.
Yeah.
Why not? So
totally.
Yeah.
Such a shift, right? And it's just about that level of awareness and consciousness in your day-to-day, and that's really what we're trying to bring to the forefront, because nothing is too small, and if you are able in that moment to respond, you are somewhat responsible.
Absolutely.
Like going to the beach the other day, I'm walking along the beach and having this beautiful, connection with the water and the sand, and then I'm walking and there's garbage and beer cans, and it's to no one's fault, but if I just leave it there and turn a blind eye, then am I part of the solution or part of the problem? So that's really where being response able kind of comes into play here, and where you can question yourself all of the time. What am I really doing to enhance this living experience for myself and for your fellow human beings? What are you doing day to day that's really making that significant or insignificant change, and just putting you into action? That is what it's about. In Nigeria, there was an extremist group that actually kidnapped over 200 girls from their dormitory. I was flabbergasted. How can anybody let this happen? How were there no alarms going off, or people, how was just nobody able to stop this from happening? And being so far on the other side of the world, it seems like you almost feel like, well, really, what can I do? And my director and really good friend at the time, Gerbine Bassine, she told me, write a petition. I said, you can do that? You can just write a petition to, get it to go to Parliament Hill, and maybe the Prime Minister will one day see it.
And it sounds like such an intimidating idea.
It really does. And until you're in the experience and doing it for yourself, you don't realize how much power you really hold in doing something so simple. And I did. I wrote the petition. I got hundreds of signatures. So many people signed it online and in person.
Amazing.
Elementary schools, and it made its way to Parliament Hill. one of our MPs at the time, he took it there, and it was summertime, and then Parliament Hill closed, and my petition never saw kind of the other side of the system. And what I was urging for was some interference on our part, not physical, just some love, some helping hands. And that showed me really my capacity. If I could just take something as simple as writing a letter, getting people to sign it who felt just as moved as me, what else was I capable of?
Absolutely.
Where else could I take, these missions that that we face?
Yeah, our voices are so powerful.
I think so.
And we don't even know it. I mean, that was incredible that you did that, and you could be inspiring so many other people to now start a petition.
Absolutely. I really want to encourage you.
Yeah, absolutely.
If it's something you feel called to and you feel like, well, there's nothing I can do, go forward. Write a petition, create a group, get people involved, start a conversation. The thing about being able to respond is that we're in such a beautiful position where we can look from the other side and aid where there needs to be, help. And if we're given that gift to help our fellow human beings, then let's use our power, let's use our voice, let's use our hearts, let's do something good. Absolutely. Because in something so small that you might see as insignificant today could ripple effect and change the world tomorrow. And that is what we need. We need more people who are standing up and taking responsibility, not just for what's going on in their own backyards, literally and figuratively, and like a country or border wise. Borders are just something to kind of keep us, yes, okay, we're here, you're there, but we live on one planet, only one planet. We are human race first and foremost.
Yeah.
So
yes, preach, sister, preach.
Feels good. You gotta get it out.
Just get it out. That's your voice.
Yeah.
It's so good. It's so good. I love it. You see, like what we're doing right now, I think is taking action in our own way too, where we feel responsible to help others and empower others to have a voice as well and to join us on this journey. So, every single day you have an opportunity to take a chance and to make a choice, to make a difference in the world. And any change that you want to see happen in the world, you are responsible and you are able to make that change.
Absolutely.
So we can't complain and not vote. We can't complain and not pick up trash. But I'm just saying that we just have so much choices and chances every day. Yeah. So it's important to take them. And I know that we, in our personal lives, we do our best to be the change that we wish to see in the world. I mean, you starting the petition, that's like incredible.
Yeah, it was
that's
big.
huge. And like, it can seem intimidating, but my goodness, like you did it. And you know what? It's so good that you had the support of your community. And that's something that's important to remember, that you're not alone.
Yes.
You have people who are passionate about the same things that you wish to see changed in the world. And all it takes is for you to just speak up. Speak up about it, and you're going to see your supporters are going to flock you, and they're going to support you all the way through. You're not alone.
Absolutely.
So every day, I know that Heather and I try our best to take these opportunities and be the change that we wish to see in the world. For example, I just recently became vegan, and I just have become passionate about obviously about animals and their rights as well, and how they don't have a voice and we could be that voice. I'm not gonna go on and preach about it.
That's another show.
That's another show. But it is something that I'm personally doing for myself to see the change that I wish to see in the world. And I've been inspired by many people to do this, to take this journey. So I'm very grateful for that. But there's all these little things that we can do every day to be responsible and take action for the change that we wish to see.
Yes, like we said earlier, there's kind of the sliding scale. We're talking about these grandiose gestures or issues, and we're not expecting you to go on and tackle something that maybe you feel is too far out of your reach right now, but it's not. I assure you, it's definitely not. You are so capable beyond belief. What we're trying to say is that every day, take a look at every moment and how much like how there is a choice that needs to be made in every moment. You're stuck in traffic. Are you agitated? Are you complaining? Are you honking? Are you not letting other people in? You kind of see the people go through the motions, especially, I just want to get home, and you're aggravated, and it's kind of affecting your entire commute and the people around you, and most damaging is internally and your inner peace. So do you have a choice in that moment to act, to respond differently?
Exactly.
I would say yes.
Yeah.
I think in every single moment, and those smaller moments make up the larger ones.
Absolutely.
If you can't attain or be with yourself for a half an hour drive, somebody once said, then you're in bad company. Right? So it's just taking those little things and creating the life that you envision, because you're the one that's making the choices. And sometimes there are circumstances, like we've said before, undesirable. Yes, you cannot have this hippie kind of attitude all of the time, but still there is the opportunity to respond, and how you respond kind of propels the rest of your day, life, future, people around you. So it's such a ripple effect, and there's so much importance in just these small, seemingly minuscule choices. So we really encourage you to be responsible for the world. If you see something that's out of place or that you don't agree with, speak up. If you don't feel comfortable, call an authority. Or if there's garbage in the middle of the street and it's blocking traffic, stop your car if it's safe to do so. Get out and move it. Like, there are just things that we rush through life like we're racing towards something, and we forget to make all of these moments count, and we forget to live inside of these moments. We're always somewhere else. And in responsibility, in being able to respond, you are 100% there. You're with the moment, you are with yourself, and you're just able to take it to that next level and really be connected to it. If you're in traffic, be with it. Meditate for that time. Just envision something beautiful. Think about your family in that moment. Don't use your phones, but use that time, because that is the only time you have. You are only there right now. No matter how much kicking and screaming you do, or how many people you don't let in, you're gonna be in traffic. So I really found this topic to be so encompassing of so much, from overseas, doing work overseas, right here in your own home, or just making the day-to-day experiences so much brighter and extraordinary.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's what life's all about.
I would say so.
That's amazing. I think you said it all, girlfriend. I think this is a great topic, because I think it's really easy for us to talk the talk, but do we ever walk the walk? I mean, we want to see so many things happen in the world, and even for our lives on a day-to-day, but do we actually do anything about it? I know that's something that I'm working on. I mean, we're all on this journey together. Yes. We're all growing. But it's something that, my soul sister Heather has helped me so much to do, is to actually take action and make a difference in my actions and not just in my words, because I am able to confidently write about my thoughts about world issues and even female empowerment, etc., but what am I actually doing on a daily to make a difference? So it's important to walk the walk as well, and you're not alone, like I've said before.
Yes.
You've got us, and you've got other people who are passionate about similar things, I'm sure. You just got to find your voice and speak up, because you have no idea what you could be missing out if you don't just speak up. There's a whole new world out there. So definitely, if you're passionate about something, and if you feel a little moved by an issue, a world issue or something, do some research and find, like what Heather and I like to do is find some petitions. We're involved in fundraisers. We'll donate when we can, and we're a part of we also donate to GoFundMe pages that we know the people, or we're somehow related to them. We just try any type of way to make a change in someone's life or in the world.
And
So
be involved.
And be involved.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we're definitely trying to push the envelope. Starting this channel was one of them. And instead of complaining all the time about, the content on the internet is, X, Y, and Z, or, things that we didn't agree with, or we felt like maybe we could contribute in another way. So not necessarily disagreeing with someone, but just contributing your light. And we're really passionate about actually having more sister circles and meditation groups, because we have seen the change in us, and maybe not so much change, just coming back to self and coming back to center, that we want to share that experience. And just taking that step, like I said, it may seem insignificant in the time that you're doing it, but you will just watch the floodgates open, for lack of a better expression.
Absolutely.
And things will come to you. You'll notice what you're attracting once you kind of step into your power and take action in the direction that you feel kind of a fire burning for. So, yeah, there's an expression, or people say a lot, the world is this, the world is such a bad place. And it breaks my heart, because we created this world that we live in, the conditions. The globe was here, the planet was here. We have this amazing opportunity to be inhabitants of it, and we choose poorly a lot of the time. And this is no judgment on anybody, because collectively we are all responsible. And if we're going to take ownership, we're going to take ownership for it all. But if we did all of that sort of damage to some extent, can we not do the healing as well?
Absolutely. Is that even a question?
And that's where we're coming from.
Absolutely. So you just got to reclaim your power.
Yes.
Remember that you are supported, and anytime you feel moved to make a change, go for it. Take action, from the little things to the big things, to saving a little spider in your house, to signing petitions and doing crazy, big, awesome things. Your life is limitless, and we can make a huge difference on the world, one little action at a time. And if you need a little boost of confidence and empowerment, I recommend this for my soul sisters, but also for males who want to get in touch with their feminine energy. I recommend these two books by Rebecca Campbell. This one is called Light is the New Black, and this one is called Rise, Sister, Rise. Incredible, empowering books to reclaim your power and to know that you can make a difference. You are so much bigger than you even know. So if you just need a boost of that confidence, I highly recommend these books to you.
They've changed
my life. They've changed, it's given us so much confidence.
Yeah.
It definitely has given us a boost to do this channel.
Yes.
And I've recommended it to other friends, and they found so much confidence in it as well, and to follow their passions and to take action with the things that they want to see changed in the world. So pick that up if you can. Remember, it's Rebecca Campbell, Light is the New Black, and Rise, Sister, Rise.
It's amazing. Yeah, it's truly incredible. So I guess we just want to say thank you so much for listening, for giving us the platform to share our voice and follow our passion. And, we are really excited to see what's next, but we are really enjoying right now and taking this action and doing what we can in this moment.
Absolutely. And when you raise your vibrations, and when you're in line with your authentic life, you're raising the vibrations of the world.
With that said, from our sacred space to yours,
sending you with peace, love, and light always. Namaste.
Tune in next week for an episode on
When you challenge the norm, people will challenge you.
Tune in. Tune.